Hey, what's going on, everybody? It is Dr. Tawana Worlds, also known as the persistent neighbor. You got that right. I'm back. I'm back to blow the trumpet in Zion. I'm back to say it's time to get up, it's time to stand up, and it's time to take position. I just came by to disrupt. And when I get done disrupting on this video, I'm going to leave y'all alone. And I'm going to go ahead and bury my son and keep my feet on the pavement, making movements. Because right now is the time for us to be attentive, alert, with a sword in one hand and a brick in the other. It's time for us to build. I don't know if you know this, but what I'm getting ready to show you deserves all of our attention, our urgent attention. And like I said, when I'm done, I'm going to go ahead and leave y'all alone, because one thing that I do know is that you cannot beat a dead horse. And number two, you can lead a horse to the water, but you cannot make him drink. I'm very well aware of that. But I want y'all to see what's happening and has happened within the last 24 hours and what's getting ready to happen. Now is not the time to be skeptical. Now is not the time to be slothful. Now is not the time to be a procrastinator, indecisive. Now is not that time. Now is the time for you to take courage and let your feet make progress. Get your money out of these damn banks. They gonna bankrupt you and strip you and leave you with nothing. Don't believe me? Hold on. Think it not strange, people, that just on yesterday, they raised again the federal entrance. And then today you got all these banks, 8 banks today. All of their stocks have plummeted. And if you don't see your bank on the list, just wait for it. In the last 5 weeks, all the banks that you see with an X on them have gone bye-bye, with these other ones following pursuit. Just wait for it. As I said, if you don't see your bank today, it could be tomorrow. But here's the real reason why all of this is happening, on top of the government, quote unquote, running out of cash on June the 1st. I need y'all to all go look up this order right here, Executive 14067, and do your research. But just to sum it up real quick, this bill, or this executive order, shall I say, law, was instituted on March the 9th of last year. And now it is a law as of December 22 last year, that officially titled Ensuring Responsible Development of Digital Assets. Now, here is what I want you to focus on. The ultimate aim of the order is to control digital assets. Well, if you ain't got none, they can't control you. But if you fall a victim to their centralized digital banking system, then you, my friend, will be controlled. Every aspect of your life will be controlled. And no matter what I'm dealing with, I have suffered enough loss for all of us so that you don't have to suffer. Because some people may think it's strange that while I'm going through this, I'm still showing up. You dang on see it, because I done lost too much that I ain't got nothing else to lose. Now, these other nations and other people have prepared something that will preserve them and their family as well as their assets. I want y'all to go look up silo residences. These are underground cities that these cats then built for them. Restaurants fully equipped. But what do we got? What do we got?
It accelerates the process of digitalization and automatization. It legitimizes the deployment of mass surveillance, and it makes surveillance go under your skin.
The nature of this CBDC, what is it actually going to look like? They never talk about that. Right. But I heard one European central banker tell me what it's going to look like. And it was around this large and would be implanted under your skin.
CBDC. If that happens, we're done.
The old systems of trust and of ownership will have to adapt radically.
China's taken over, and China, I heard a couple of people say, well, the dollar will never lose the dollar standard. Are they kidding?
Now the BRICS nations, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa have announced plans to develop a new currency.
This is something else that I want y'all to go look up real quick, because this bill gives them the initiative to remove your children from you, to hide your children from you. If they want to identify as a different gender, you have no say-so. If you rebuttal that, they remove them from you. If they want to go get pregnant, if they want to go get a sex change, if they want to be injected with what, and you are not in agreement, or you have said things contrary social media wise that would be deemed harmful to a child, they can remove your children. This is the reason you need to have your own school systems, your own banking systems, your own grocery store systems. This is why, and that is why I show up. If we don't have gold or silver or precious metals or land, we screwed. And that is why I keep on sounding that alarm. Look, gold just hit an all-time high, briefly selling for $2,078 per ounce. That's the reason why you need to be in Texas. This reason right here. Because everything that we buy, sell, or trade moving forward will not be under the centralized digital banking system that the federal government has put into place. Ours will be backed by gold. We will be trading and selling with gold and silver and precious metals. That's why you need to take your dollars and turn them into hard assets so that you and your family be preserved. Land appreciates. Gold always have been and always will be the standard. Silver, precious metals, always the standard. I don't care what happens to the dollar bill and any other bill that they want to come up, a currency they want to come up with. Gold, silver, land, and precious metals will always trump that. And with that being said, like I said the last time, I had 2 spots that was available. I have 1 spot on each. 1 acre, take they cash, your cash, that trash, and turn it into hard assets. 2 people actually for the half acre and the acre said, look, could you give me a couple of days? I did that. Took it off. And they didn't come through on their end. And so therefore, I got 1 acre at $10,000. Now you can go and get you a house for $300,000. Now you can get you a half acre for $5,000 or 1 acre for $10,000 and build you at least anywhere from 9 to 18 houses. You stay in one, put your family in others, or either rent those out. Tract homes, mobile homes. The land is ready to go. The land is ready to be built on as we speak. It has water. It has barbed wire fences. It is a ranch. Okay? So if you want to raise livestock there, if you want to grow vegetation there, it cannot be broken or hijacked. We have all rights to this property. This is the property that me and my family is on. This is the property that we will build those 4 pillars that we need. Bank, school, hospital, grocery store. So once again, family, I got 1 spot at $10K for 1 acre and 1 spot at $5K for half an acre. Now we will, and we are in the works of buying other land in other places, such as Mississippi, Arkansas, right? And we will have opportunities moving down the road. I don't know when, for you to get in on land investment. But this one here in particular, it's a done deal after this. Another thing is, I am hosting a class. If you want to learn how to buy dirt and flip it, or either build a community, a city on it, we need hands on deck. We need feet on the ground, okay? Dr. Tawana cannot do it by herself. So I have put together a class that will show you how to use other people's money, that will show you how to utilize business credit and go buy the dirt and go buy what it is that we need. Use other people's money to make you money and to preserve you. And that link will be down below, so as the links for the land opportunities. Now, only call if you have not heard of me before and you want to get some more information about the land. But look, if you have already heard this more than once or twice, then the links are down below, and it is first come, first serve, period. After this, I don't have nothing else for you at this particular property, Liberation Ranch, okay? You will get the investment details, you will get the land sale and all of that once you make the payment. We're not doing that around here. We're not sending out no contracts. We're not sending out no documentation or any of that legal binding documentation until you make the payment. Now, another thing is we are hiring. I forgot to say that in the last video, so let me say that now. The email address will be down below. We are looking for a few drivers to drive Sprinter vans, and we're looking for either a commercial driver, Class A driver, or non-commercial to drive for our hotshot, okay? That email will be down below if you are interested and you qualify. Also, the reason why I keep pushing about the transportation and the government contract is because those two things ain't going nowhere. And I want to flip this camera around and show y'all something real quick. See, the reason why I keep pushing this to get you a business and become a private sector instead of a public sector is because when that Fed now in this central digital banking currency, citizens, public sector is going to suffer. All of your stuff will be tracked. Every aspect of your life will be tracked. But when you become a corporation, when you become a private sector, then you are not tracked. Why? Because you are a business. They cannot track all your transactions. And that is the reason why I hope to goodness that you are picking up what I'm putting down. The public sector involves organizations and personnel paid for by government funding, which means they own you, be it federal, state, or local. But the private sector involves organizations and businesses funded by their own profit or by investors. Period. Get you a business and play the game. In order to win the game, you got to get in the game to play the game. So we have a workshop. We had it scheduled for this past Wednesday. Unfortunately, my uncle was rushed to the emergency room needing a heart transplant and only given 20 days to be able to locate one. So we had to cancel only to reschedule. For those that signed up, the 2 or 3 that signed up, you will get an updated link. If you got refunded, you got refunded. If you want to learn how to build you out a machine that ain't going nowhere, transportation ain't going nowhere. I don't care what happens with the government on their watch. Once you sign a contract, they legally owe you. If you sign a contract for 5 years, they have to pay you. I don't care in whatever kind of currency, they got to pay you for 5 years. If it's a 10-year contract, 10 years. 50-year contract, 50 years. So now you preserve you and your family off their back, if you catch my drift. Government contracts and transportation is where it's at. Start a transportation business, scale it up by selling that to the government. That's where the $1 trillion contracts is at. However, they will buy any business and they will do business with any business. So we have workshops that are available. They are complimentary. However, if you are moving and busy and will not be able to retain the information and get the information, sign up for VIP. So you can get your questions answered and you can get lifetime access on top of the blueprint of how to go build you some business credit and run it all the way up, period. Those are the additional bonuses, and those links will also be down below. If you ain't got time to do it, that's why we showed up and told you we would build it out for you and then coach you on doing it so that you can do it successfully. If you don't want to do nothing at all, we still got 2 opportunities for you to invest your money, get it out of them banks, invest it and grow it. Every month you will get a payout either for 4 months or 6 months, depending on which investment opportunity you go with. Everything that I got will be down below, okay? I will see you on the other side.